Welcome to my channel. My name is Alexis, and in this video we're going to be talking about sex. So first of all, sex is good. It's a bonding tool that takes us to greater depths as an individual because it reveals some of the most fundamental aspects about our relationship to one another. It is the natural progression of a good friendship, but it can and should be enjoyed as a means of connecting to another human being when prominent friendships aren't ripe for progression. In a word, they connect you to a larger temple of information occurring in the human body. While promiscuity can be dangerous, casual sex isn't necessarily a bad thing. The primary thing to consider is consent. Both parties must be on the same page with what they're looking for from the interaction. In any case, it can be used as a means of exploration and experience. All kinds of sex are natural and healthy, along with all kinds of fetishes or variations within, be it heterosexual, homosexual, whatever. It's all fine. Sex is a bonding tool, and it reveals absolutes about the universe. Or at least it has in my own personal experience. Another aspect of sex that isn't usually mentioned is that it allows us to explore our darker fantasies, which can be excellent therapy. Regular intercourse absolves us of insecurities and social anxiety. It's a wonderful way to get clear on who and what we are in the most primal sense. Second, sex is healthy. The release of oxytocin in the system at climax brings the system a much needed serenity and allows it to produce patterns that foster social connection and intimacy between self and other. This release heals the system of turmoil, first by properly exercising the stagnant energy that wasn't working synergistically with the system, and secondly by bonding the aspects that were working together in synergy during the process. This grants those aspects, the ones that are bonded, greater access and effect over the other aspects, since they are working as a greater entity, and are better equipped to handle the systemic stress. They are better equipped to build constructive solutions to persistent problems, and they will eventually merge with the other lesser aspects upon the next go-around when further connections are made and established. In other words, sex strengthens our immune system. Third, sex is divine. We've covered how sex is good in that it can connect us to a larger temple of information occurring in the human body. However, a further point here is that that temple is literally the temple of God. So as you connect to the larger temple, you are gaining insight into the absolute universe. Should you be interested in building that energy and attaining the absolute through sex, you surely can. To do it, you'll need to be married to that person. Of course, you should define who that person is. You may be pleased to know that that person is conceptual in nature. It's an absolute personality. It's the same for all people. It's a person who desires you to attain your ideal and to be in harmony with all things, all beings, forever. Monogamy, monogamous matrimony, is economic. It is the easiest way to streamline our sexual drive and personal growth through the act of conjugation. With each of the partners having all the rights over one another, the practice is contained and allowed to blossom infinitely. Lastly, abstinence, chastity, and celibacy are sublime. The practice allows you to transmute sexual energy, which is at the base of physical existence, into higher level energies that give you dominion over material existence. That is why such a path has always been preferred by the priesthood and preached across various cultures in their sacred scriptures. For example, the Taoists believe that if you never ejaculate, you will live forever. To those who understand such mystical implications of our design, it will be no surprise to hear that sexual fluids are potent and sacred. To expel them is to expel the divine essence. And unless we're perfectly situated to produce as much divine essence as we'll ever need, we can't afford those kinds of losses. Thankfully, we are able to produce as much divine essence as we'll ever need if we're on the right path. The path toward the attainment of our perfection, whichever perfection we've chosen for ourselves. As a final note, sex should be regulated by the person. It should never be something that consumes you or derails you from your path. It can become an addiction, and in such a case, it should be a cause for concern. And that's everything that I had to say about sex. If there's anything that you wanted to add to the discussion, please go ahead and comment in the comments below. If you liked the video, like, share, or subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.